So what I want to do in this video is talk a little bit about opportunity cost, what it means, especially specific word problems, and how to approach these word problems, how I would approach them, I should say, with these opportunity cost word problems, and then also just how it applies in our day-to-day life. Because I really think this is an important principle and really helps us to think about how we can be efficient. Because I really think economics is the study of efficiency. So let's dive in. So first of all, what is opportunity cost? Opportunity cost is the cost of what you're giving up by making a choice. And that includes your direct costs, and it also includes the cost of giving up of whatever, like the next best option. And we'll talk a little bit about more what that exactly means. But I think a great example of this is, sorry, I'm getting something just popped up. That was weird. I think a great example of this is, every day. Like we all have a common constraint, which is time. We all have so much time that we can use, and we have to choose what is the best use of our time. And so for some of us, it might be playing video games. Some of us, it might be studying. Others, it might be working, or spending time with friends. And also varies, and depending on time of day, our feelings, and such. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to calculate opportunity cost in this context. So here we have a problem, and it talks a little bit about Simon. Okay, so Simon is a fisherman. On a typical day, he catches and sells 1,000 of fish, but he incurs average daily costs of $250, $100 for nets, bait, and other fishing supplies. Alternatively, he could offer boat tours, or he could repair other nets. So basically what we see here is Simon has three options. Pretty common. For me, every time I get done with school, I have like 6 options. I'm like, okay, do I do my IS homework? Do I record more videos? Do I work? Do I go spend time with friends? Do I take a break? Do I go eat food? It depends on what I value and what's most important to me. So Simon has a couple. This is a little bit more important than what I have to do after school, because Simon is choosing a career path. So we're going to help Simon figure out what is the best option for him. Okay, so the way I do this is I draw a bunch of little T-charts. So we have, and we'll draw 3 because he has 3 choices. Okay? Oh, make sure you see this right. So what's his first one? His first choice is he could be a fisherman. His second option is he could do boat tours. And then finally, he could repair nets. Okay, so we'll do benefits, costs, benefits, costs, benefits, costs. Okay, so it doesn't say the question, but normally it'll say, what's the opportunity cost of, and then it says something like opportunity cost of being a fisherman, or opportunity cost of boat tours, or opportunity cost of repair nets. Whatever it says, opportunity cost of, right after, that's what he's choosing. So let's say, in this case, we're doing the opportunity cost of being a fisherman. So that means, because it's the opportunity cost of being a fisherman, he is choosing to be a fisherman. So as such, we're going to do a highlight right there. Okay? So he's choosing to be a fisherman. So now we're going to put the costs and benefits in for each one. So if he's a fisherman, he gets $1,000 in benefit from selling fish, but he incurs average daily costs of $250 for the boats, $100 for nets and bait and other fishing supplies. Okay. If he does boat tours, he makes $600, but he still pays $250 for the boat, and then another $50 for refreshments. And then finally, he could repair nets and make $500. Okay, so here we have our different options. So we're looking at the opportunity cost of being a fisherman. All right, so we'll just put that down here. And it's the cost of what you're giving up. What he's giving up are these direct costs because he has to pay for it. Pay for the boat, pay for the nets and baits. So we technically are giving these up. So we're going to add that to the cost. So it's $250 plus $100. Okay? So these both get added. Now, a common mistake is most people think that he's giving up both boat tours and repair nets. Now, can he do both things at the same time? No, he can't. He can only do one or the other. So he can't be giving both of them up at the same time because he can only have been doing one or the other. So we have to look at what the best option is that he's giving up because it's the most valuable. So the way we do that is look at the net benefit between these. So the net benefit, because the total benefit on the repair net side is $500 and the cost is $0, his net benefit is $500. And over here, because the cost is $300 and the benefit is $600, his net is $300. Okay? So which net benefit is greater? The repair nets. So as such, we can just totally get rid of this. You can just ignore it. It's done. So the repair nets is now all we're looking at because that is the best option he's giving up. Okay. So since he's choosing to be a fisherman, it's opportunity cost is the cost of what he's giving up. He's giving up $500 in benefit from repairing nets. Because he's giving up that benefit, it actually becomes a cost to him because he's giving that benefit up. So we're going to add that to our opportunity cost. And so there it is. That's everything we need. We don't take into account the direct benefit. We can ignore that. We'll deal with that later. But this is our opportunity cost. Which would be $850. Now, let's say we're going to add two more costs just to make this add another dimension so you can see this. Let's say that it also costs him $100 for nets. Just like here, it costs nets, baits, and other fishing supplies. It's $100. We'll say it's the same thing for repairing nets for whatever reason. He needs the same supplies. So it's $100. It's the same cost over here as in here. And then it's another, I don't know, $50 in like sewing and repair equipment. So we still have our opportunity cost right here. Now, some of you might remember that there's something called a sunk cost. Great. If you were able to identify sunk cost, awesome. If you can't, don't worry about it, because sometimes it's hard to identify what a sunk cost is or not. And the way I do this, it automatically builds it in so you don't even need to worry about it. So when we look at costs, all right, he's giving up these costs because he's choosing to be a fisherman. So he's giving up this $100 and this $50. This is a hypothetical situation. I added these costs just so we're clear. So because he's giving up these costs, we actually subtract them because they basically become benefits because he doesn't have to pay them. So it's minus 100 and minus 50. So the new opportunity cost in this case would be $700. As always, let me know if you have any questions. Reach out to me. If you want a specific topic, Adam out.